Welcome back, folks, to Farming Simulator No Man's Land. And today we have a lot to do. It is August, so we have our sorghum and canola field ready. The one down at the end, and sorghum is right there. So we have to start off today by selling. We had another pallet issue. It was only 2 months too, so. And also we have maple syrup. Oh, so maple syrup's actually got to go back to the farm. I forgot about that. That is right. So let's go ahead and see how much we get here. Oh wow, I'm pretty happy with that so far. Come on. You gonna not take all the strawberries? There we go. 71,000. So let's get that put back up and let's go back to the maple syrup area and sell that too. We have a big day planned today, so let's go ahead and get this sold. You know, that selling square is a little bit small, but it does take them all in. So we got another 6,000 for that. We'll leave the pickup here. So I want to start off with the sorghum first. And I don't think we're going to do a montage of this because we did a harvesting montage. And so I'm thinking that's probably the route we're going to go. So let me use old Yeller and let's get rolling on getting this field taken up and done here, folks. Sorghum field is done. We do have a lot to do in today's episode. I want to try something out that's a little different that we haven't done on the channel. Actually, two things today. One of them being a little bit smaller, but I still do need to do this canola field here. And actually, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to go through and put the rest of that slurry we do have on these fields. That way they're kind of good to go. We'll have kind of 6 fields, I believe, 5 fields that are basically ready to be mulched and be mulched and cultivated. So we're going to look at trying to maybe get into a mulcher today. If you didn't figure out what is going on, I've taken some pretty wide turns here. And we will get into a lot bigger fields. The problem with it right now is holding us up back is the plow. For you guys that were at the stream, you guys know that making them extra fields actually took quite a bit of time. So, but in order to get a plow, we're going to have to upgrade our tractor, which we're really not at that stage yet. And I would just much prefer us getting a little bit of each crop type, which is what we're doing right now. We're pretty much in as many crops as we can be in at the moment. So that's about as good as we can hope for right now until we get upgraded and do another tractor here, folks. We filled up Silver because he was already getting low again. And we're going to head over here now to get rid of our old cultivator while we're here. So let's drop that guy off, get the Silver back outside. So we're going to be trying to get 2 things. And I know I'm going to be pushing the limits of what we can do just a little bit, and I'm okay with that. And then probably you guys are screaming, don't do it, you're being dumb. Which, it's kind of a habit of mine. I like doing it. So, anyway, we're going to try to grab 2 things here today. We're looking at cultivators. That little one is good that we have. But I think we might get into a bigger one. Let's see. That one's 120 horse. That was the one we had. We probably could do this one. Actually, we should look at some others. Okay. Let's see. Looks like these guys here are out of our range. That's a mod, so we won't be able to too much power. It looks like Yeah, again, out of our power. What about subsoilers? All kind of out of our power range, aren't they? Huh. Huh, 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 huh. That one is something we could use maybe for plowing. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so we'll have to keep that in mind. So let's go ahead and get into... Yeah, I think we're just going to get into this 120 horse. Let's do that same color. You know, let's mix it up. We'll do yellow. And what else don't we have much of? We don't have much white. All right, for 50 bucks. Middle heavy, middle light Hero tires. Let's go with heavy. I want to try to see what the difference is. I don't know what the difference is. So let's purchase that. And the new thing we're definitely getting into, and we're going to try it. This might be out of our realm of capability. 130 horse Mulcher. So let's go ahead and buy that. That's going to be a little bit of a pricey thing. Flo, you're acting crazy again. Will you stop it? No, I'm afraid to even hook this thing onto the back because I think it might tip. We might have an issue here. No, we're good. Okay. So let's load this on the trailer and take it back to the farm, guys. We are over at the sorghum field, and as you can see, we got it fertilized. And one thing we've never gotten into on the channel on 22 here is mulching. Let's unfold this bad boy. Let's see what we're working with here. Ooh, this is pretty wide, actually. Let's go ahead and lower. Alright, let's go ahead and try this out. Oh, it's mulching the grass too. So if you guys don't know what a mulcher does, what it does is it breaks up what's left in the field to give you a better yield for later. And it only does a little bit. Like it's 2.5% in the game, a bonus. But we're going to be shooting for that 100% now. And in real life, mulching is a big deal because 2% of your whole crop in real life, I mean, that might be, if you're doing like corn or something, that might be a few thousand, bushels but so it does make a huge difference. We'll see how he does on the hill here with it. You know what? Not too bad. This guy, Old Silver here has been quite the workhorse for us. And it looks like he's going to continue to do so. Now, one of the things we want to be upgrading here quite a bit pretty soon is... Oh, we got to mulch that little corner. We're going to want to get into... definitely probably another tractor here soon. And not because of for any other reason than we need to get some bigger fields going here, hopefully the next season or two. And Johnny or not Johnny Pop or Silver here can't really run the next tier of equipment. We kind of need... He's pulling this off okay, but I think if we put something on him that says we need 180 horse, well, I think Old Silver ain't moving. So that is probably going to be our next step down the road. Maybe next spring, actually, is aiming for a new tractor. Everything else I feel is pretty good. If I could just get a bigger plow with less power, that's what I would be all for, to be honest, because I really like where we're sitting right now. We can get quite a bit done, but I would like to be doing some bigger fields. So we're going to need some new land and a tractor here eventually. So that one is all mulched. Now I believe if we had wanted, we could actually go ahead and fertilize. Let's see. Or, I mean, we could go ahead and fertilize again. But I think what we're going to do, guys, is now we've played with this guy a little bit, I think we're going to fertilize and them 3 crops aren't ready. I think what we're going to do is mulch all the fields and then do our new culture. Actually is pretty darn good. It honestly, we may not need another cultivator for a while too. This guy, I mean, you can see he works pretty well. Obviously, we're not getting the full speed out of it, but oh, come on, Johnny. I should put the duals back on. Definitely. Seems like whenever you're cultivating or plowing, the game actually does a good job letting you know when you should have duals on. There's definitely a reason to have duals too. For you guys that don't know, there is you can put duals on for more traction, but you can also put duals on for less compaction. So if you're running a seeder, if you run duals on a tractor, a non-track, one with tires, put less weight down, per tire, and that will help too for when you're seeding because you don't want the seed trying to get into packed ground, or you don't want to pack the seed too hard when you're over it. So this is definitely probably should have duals on anyway. If this was definitely we're trying to play realistic, I should be putting duals on anytime I'm like cultivating the land or really getting the land ready. Um, but we are going to be heading on to our next thing here in a second, guys. So let me meet you over there. Just use Johnny Popper to fertilize this field. So this field's going to be a hair different. As you can see, we are already in August, and if you can look behind that deal, canola is actually ready to go in. So I do need to plant canola, and so actually, yeah, we have to get the seeder on. Actually, I think, you know what, just for fun, I think I'm gonna see with Johnny Popper because I believe that cedar. Yeah, that's a cedar we used originally with Johnny anyway. So if we look, eventually we'll have to upgrade him. Oh yeah, we definitely can use Johnny. Let's use Johnny for seeding. And then actually afterward, I'm going to run through it with our herbicider. You can see I already have it hooked up. So let's switch over to canola. I went by it. There we go. And then we're going to be doing something really, something different for the end of the episode here. But I do got to get this canola into the ground early. Also, too, guys, I think we're going to switch to 2 days a month because we kind of have like chore things to do, and then we also have like field work to do now, and we're starting to get quite a bit to try to pull this off all in one day, each month. So I think the next season rolls around, I think we're going to go to 2 days in a month. And you can see the only thing I don't like about our cultivator is it can be kind of hard to see where I've been and where I haven't. You can tell, but you can barely tell. And the only reason you can tell is because I fertilized right beforehand, so it gets lighter when I'm seeding. So if you look now, the canola field's ready. All it does need is rolling. And you can see our yield bonus is now 98. So we're one step closer to that 100% we want to get to. And we do have one more thing I want to try to take care of this episode here yet. And that is, if we look right here, we've got slurry, and we're out of slurry, but we don't have a manure pit on anything. So there's a manure heap. That one, let's do a little smaller one. That one's 150. Ooh, that is quite large. Is there any smaller ones? Ooh, that one's kind of cool. 74,000. That's a little... You know what? Let's start with it, though. I think that one would be a really good one to start with. And obviously, we'd want it to be by the farm. Let's see. That one... Ooh, that one's really big. Yeah, you know what? Let's go with this one. So we're gonna go right here. Or do we want it maybe... We could do it right here, actually. Let's do that. And let's do landscaping right to front of it. I think because that is concrete, we might do a little bit of concrete here. And of course, we'll have to do the dirt over thinger doodler again. Like so. Come on, where are you? There you are. Perfect. And let's see, do we have any manure in it? Does not, nope, not yet, but I'm thinking now we will get manure because there is straw in here. Normally when you have straw, you have manure. So we'll see in the next episode if we get anything from that manure heap, but definitely, man, we are starting to get quite the farm going here, guys. I am so happy and pumped. I always can't wait to record this series. Anyway, we'll see. Oh, look, we got another chicken. We have another chicken, and we're getting closer on our deals. So the chickens are coming. We'll see you next episode, guys.